Okay, guys, today, now listen, I told you that I would teach you 3 ways to graph an equation. Today we're going to learn the 3rd way. Remember, the first one is a table of values. Looks like this, not like that. Looks like this. X and Y, and we pick 3 x's and get 3 y's, plot the points. Okay, that's one way. The second way, can anyone remember the second way? Tut. The intercepts. Where it hits the x-axis and where it hits the y-axis. Then we just plug in 0 for x to get the y, plug in 0 for y to get the x. Okay? Good. And today is the 3rd way we're going to teach you, and this is called slope-intercept form. And guys, this one is probably used more than anything else, is the slope-intercept form. Okay? Now, get rid of that. Slope-intercept form. Guys, y is equal to mx plus b. Please remember it. Please memorize it. What's m stand for? Raise your hand. What's m stand for? Justin. Slope. Okay? We've been doing that. We know that. The number in front of the x is the slope. Okay? Now, we don't know what b is, but I'm going to tell you. B is where the line crosses the y-axis. It's called the y-intercept. Okay? I'll do it in a different color. B is called the y-intercept, and it's where the line, the graph, crosses the y-axis. Okay? Now let's look at this first one. Example 1 says, identify the slope and y-intercept of the line with the given equation. Okay, let's look at this first one. All right? Y is equal to x minus 4. Let me ask you something. What's the slope? Raise your hand if you think you've got it. What's the slope of this line? Tut. 1. That's the number in front of the x. So, but wait a minute. Slope is always written as a fraction. This isn't written as a fraction. Hobbs, can you help me? 1 over 1. Right? Good. What's the y-intercept here, Cole? Where does it cross the y-axis? Not at 1. Popcorn now. Anybody have it? What? Negative 4. Right? The number behind the x term. Okay? All right, good. So the slope of this line is 1 over 1, and the y-intercept is negative 4. It crosses the y-axis at negative 4. Good job, Cole. Thank you. Now let me ask you something. Looking at the next one, am I ready to tell you what the slope and the y-intercept is? Is it ready, Fritz? Nope. It's not ready. Why is it not ready? Raise your hand if you can tell me why it's not ready. Hobbs. It's not in function form. All right, well, let's put it in function form. Can anyone tell me what I do first? What do I do first to change this second equation into function form? Justin? No, I don't want to subtract 5y. Alex? I subtract 3x, exactly. I need to get y by itself, so I don't want to do anything with y. So 5y is equal to negative 3x plus 10. Remember, I always put the x term in front. Okay? Now, can anyone tell me what I need to do next to get this thing in function form or in slope-intercept form? They're the same. They're synonymous. Nico, what do I do? Divide everything by 5. Divide this, divide this, divide this. So that's going to give me y is equal to negative 3 over 5x plus 2. Now am I ready to do the slope and y-intercept? Ethan? Yep. So Ethan, tell me what the slope is. Negative 3 over 5. And can someone tell me where this thing crosses the y-axis? Raise your hand if you can. Where does it cross the y-axis, Kai? At 2. The y-intercept is positive 2. Beautiful. Done. This is going to make it very easy to graph also. We don't have to find points. All right? Great job, guys. Let's look at the next example.